keyboard.
Quiet keyboard, my kipper.
Well, it was. It's
That's the most annoying keyboard in the world.
No, not this one. That's my little iPad keyboard. It's just because it's on the bench right there.
You know. Oh, it must be you then, because I've never known someone that makes so much racket when they type.
I like to type firmly.
Yeah, you like to let everyone know you're typing. Sorry about that, folks. My broadband decided to die. It happens. It's one of them things. Hopefully it's up and ready for the rest of the night. But hey-ho, if it goes again, it goes again. Nothing I can do. As I was saying to Fox before we came live, we've been having work done on the exchanges around here for the last 6 months. So outages are unfortunately a thing.
Outages are us.
Don't forget, bench, belly, and beverage. You may have already typed in some of the other chat. So apologies.
Apologies?
Retro says, and now we return you to the programme. The pickle infestation problem.
Oh, my pickles.
PJ says, did someone forget to put 50p in the meter in an electric meter? Yeah, we got one of those fandangled smart ones that basically reads itself, does its own thing, and
You got a clever meter.
Stefan says floppy schnozzle pots again. Hello again, folks. So anyway, apologies for that slight outage. I totally lost my train of thought.
I've no idea what we were talking about.
Absolutely. So. Belly, bench and beverage, you can have some of that. What you been up to, Fox? How's mum and all of that lot? Wasn't that where we was getting to?
Yeah, we did the how's everybody. Been up to, I've not been feeling too great this week, so I had a lazy Xbox day on Tuesday.
Yes,
because I wasn't feeling fantastic, and I was like, you know what, I'm not. So I just wanted to sit and mong out in front of the TV, so I played some Far Cry 5. We
had that during the week where, you know, you just, some days you just struggle, didn't you, to get yourself motivated. So
I don't know if I'd eaten something, but it was like, you know, it's not like I felt sick, but I was just like kind of like...
You know, like how I am today.
Well, you know when somebody like kicks you in the nuts?
Oh, yeah.
If you take away all the pain and you just have that, like, empty black hole void of space feeling, it was kind of like that. Almost like I've been called to see the headmaster kind of pit of your stomach feeling. So I was like, I'm not.
Wendy says, hugs everyone. I'll stay as long as I can. It's been a rough week for me. Totally get that, Wendy. I mean, I was saying to you, Fox, wasn't I? I've had a couple of bad hypos this week and... Yeah, it's kind of left me tiptoeing on eggshells, to be honest with you, and so
it's been a tricky week.
Yeah, it's frustrating because there's so much I want to get on and do, and it's every time I go to do it, something's happening, and it's just getting a bit annoying, frustrating. That's the word. It's not going to deter from what I'm trying to do. It's just a pain in the arse that every time you go to do something, this carcass chooses something different for you. So
it puts up a roadblock every time.
Yeah, but we'll get there. We'll get there. It could be worse, couldn't it? So,
I've had more pot.
Sorry? No, carry on.
I was going to say, I've had more pot work stuff turn up, so I've got some filming to do now this weekend and over the next week. So
most of mine's going to be voiceover work. I mean, I've got all of the episodes for this car to cobble together because I've been filming that whilst we've been streaming it. I've got the voiceover to do on another 3 episodes of the H2 Carbon, and then that can all go up. Got the Land Rover to sort out and do the photographs for. So there's a lot I want to get on and do before I can then start, you know, big filming episodes again. So
big filming.
Yeah, a couple of commission bits that I want to get finished before I start any real deep, meaningful project. I'll still do my stuff for the live streams. So this won't take me long tonight. I'll probably put the wipers and the number plate and aerial on in about 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Found you guys now, says Kevin. Evening, Colin and Fox. Yeah, Kev, my broadband dropped out, mate. So,
It went.
Yeah, it went basically. I'm not happy. Normally, I reboot the. Excuse me. Normally, I reboot me router about an hour before I go live, but I was dealing with some other stuff before we went live, so I didn't get the chance, and it bit me in the backside.
Basically, his broadband went, my leg, it's broken, come on without me.
Yeah, it's all about me, you know, says my broadband. It's like, really?
Thanks, broadband.
You had one job.
Your card.
Talking of influential people, someone is in the chat. Our very own. Hang
on a minute.
I know, I'm trying to pad this out for as long as possible because you're not prepared, are you?
I was prepared, but I had to shut it all down when we fell over, so hang on.
Oh, it's my fault,
when I reloaded the chat. Yeah, it's your fault. No, it's Virgin's fault.
Oh, right.
Right, go on, carry on, what were you saying?
Yeah, our very own Carl Sagan is in the chat. Candygram for Mongo. Jeff saying hello to everyone. Hello, Jeff.
That was a really bad cry. I just chose. The entire evolutionary record on our planet, particularly the record containing fossil endocasts, illustrates a progressive tendency toward intelligence. There is nothing mysterious about this. Smart organisms, by and large, survive better and leave more offspring than stupid ones. That was a bit long.
It's good enough for me, mate. We got Belly and Bench from Paul De Tomaso. Panzerotti for dinner. It contained pepperoni, green olives, hot peppers, and extra cheese. Diet Pepsi to drink. Happy days, mate. Everyone hugging Wendy. Everyone hugging Wendy and sending get wells. Bobbins belly beef in black bean sauce. Bench is a 48th Global Walk UAV with very long wings. There you go. Marcus Bench is a 35th Trumpeter SLT 56 phone tank transport. Belly, mac and cheese, get in.
Oh, yeah.
Beverage, beer. Stefan Last, belly, pizza, salami, bacon, onion mushrooms, tomatoes, and cayenne pepper. Beverage, Pepsi Max. Bench, photoshopping the sleeve art for his latest audio restoration project. Get in.
Ooh. Did you manage to find Musique pour Supermarché by Jean-Michel Jarre?
No.
That I mentioned last time. Remember to. I don't mean you, I mean him.
Oh, right. Sorry, mate. PJ Belly, sirloin steaks and chips with fried tomato, mushrooms, sliced onions with jalapenos. Bench, 1/450-ish Destiny from SG Universe. Beverage, extra strong tea, as is my beverage, mate. Extra strong Rosie Lee. A big cup of regenerative juice because I've had a bit of a blurpy couple of days. So, yeah.
What kind of chilies were those that they had on there, did you say?
Jalapenos, mate. Yeah. So he's not happy unless he mocks me for something, folks.
I have to.
You know.
I have to mock you now before you mock me for something. It's
absolutely, mate. You leave me and my jalapenos alone, mate. I'll tell your mum.
Oh, yeah. Now, I have a confession to make. Talking about pizza. It's a bad confession, but I've developed a real liking for a specific Domino's pizza. And I know ordering pizza from Domino's is stupid because it's like the most ridiculously expensive crap in the world. But they do they put this sauce on their pizza that they call burger sauce, and it's kind of like Big Mac. It's like the sauce you get on a Big Mac. Oh right, yeah, a bit like the old Thousand Island, is it, or whatever you call it? Yeah, but it's on your pizza, and it's really nice. I feel dirty and unclean, but at the same time, part of you says it's the right thing to do. Yeah, but then again, paying ridiculous money for a pizza is the wrong thing to do. They're so bloody expensive. Yeah, I don't get why. Because they can. Because people pay for them. I don't know. I just wanted to confess my sins. I've been playing a lot of Far Cry 5, and it's all about like confessing your sins, and it's like, I'll just. Oh, really? It's a bit like that, is it? Well, the bad guys are all religious nutters, basically. So yeah. I'm just going to get my sins confessed now and then. Stefan Lars says he's a sloppy typer at night. Mate, I'm a sloppy typer every night. I'm a sloppy speaker and all, mate, in case you hadn't noticed. Colin's just a sloppy type.
Yeah, I can seal it well. Wouldn't be me, mate, if I wasn't saying something I shouldn't or something wrong, mate.
I'm a sloppy typer to height. Oh, that's so funny. I remember when I used to be in the old days when I used to be on AOL Chat.
Yeah.
When you used to go, when you all had like your own AOL homepage, and AOL Chat was the only thing going. It was like, you know, in the days after BBS, but before proper internet.
Yeah.
Me and the people I used to hang around with in AOL Chat that I didn't know who they were, because it was amazing those times. We used to have this thing called fongers. If you were typing really badly, you had fongers.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because it's misspelled fingers. And then we were talking about Star Trek. We were talking about Star Trek. Yeah, think about that, didn't you? And then we were talking about Star Trek one night, and somebody said, I've been hit with the typo hypo. I'm like, I like that. Fongers. It means I'm not typing very well tonight, lads.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Right, I'm doing more Steel Legion.
You're doing dudes still, are you, mate?
Yeah, I've got 20 dudes plus 3 big heavy las cannons, 2 heavy bolters, and 3 officers. So I'll do some of the officers. And stuff
happy days.
Tonight.
Doing a bit of the old Ruperts, are you?
Rupert, yes.
Yeah. Kevin, belly, garlic, chicken, Kiev, and mixed salad.
Ooh, yeah.
Cream finger donut and coffee, and bench is all tidied up, ready for the buddy build later today on the 1/24th truck build. Get in there, mate.
Oh, yeah. Cream finger donuts. See, cream finger donuts are nice, but they're not chocolate eclairs.
Yeah.
And you know what I want to know, right? Whenever you have a chocolate eclair, the chocolate always tastes the same. Wherever you get it from, the chocolate always tastes the same. Yet, I've never tasted that chocolate anywhere else apart from on chocolate eclairs.
Yeah.
How does that even
How does that work?
Yeah. I don't understand how that works. Because it's really nice chocolate. I could eat chocolate eclairs all day. Even though I would actually, die.
Does anyone do what I do? I do the voice out of hello, hello. It is I, Leclerc.
Return from the war. Do you rub with your glasses when you do it, though?
Yeah. Why is it as well, when you're staying in an hotel and you have a continental breakfast, do you go, can I have a croissant? You do it in the voice, don't you?
Can I have the croissant?
Why do we do that?
Well, the thing with the word croissant, there's no way to say it other than in French, because there's no English way to say croissant without sounding like a spoon.
Exactly.
Croissant. There you go.
Yeah. So, we all do that little voice, don't we? And is it just me that does that, or does everyone else do it?
There is no way to say croissant without actually saying croissant. So it's the one word the French gave us that we can't actually just butcher.
I have heard someone say croissant before. And it's like, and it wasn't me.
It wasn't. Well, if you felt disdain by it, then
it was bad. Even I was like, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never underestimate the power of the British to take a foreign word and just completely change it because it's easier to say.
Oh, yeah.
Statistical. What's this called? It's called a such and such. Brilliant. But we'll call it something else because we can't be bothered learning how you say things.
And as H said, I could Captain English teacher telling people how to speak. A bit of support, love, would be nice.
No. You didn't marry her for support.
No. There you go. It's going to annoy me that one wiper is very, very slightly higher than the other.
This one's small. This one's very slightly higher than the other.
Very far away.
Very far. Have you got that, Dougal? No, Ted. No. No, Ted, I haven't. No.
Captain Twitchy.
I'm on Series 6 of Supernatural now.
Oh, good, man. There you go.
I think it's Series 6. I'm on Series 7.
A nudgling of intent. Right. How far in are we? Yeah, I've only got the aerial to put on.
Now, he has got something else lined up for tonight, but I don't know what it is.
He kept saying to me, tell me, and I wouldn't. I was like, no, wait your turn.
Gosh darn it. You think being the co-host would be some sort of privileged access?
No.
I get nothing. I get zip. I get the same as you guys in chat.
No, you get less than the guys in chat because they're more important than you. He's like, really? Like that with you, is it?
I direct you to the small picture next to my name when I type in chat.
No Fox given.
No Fox given.
Wag wag. Ooh.
I see what you did there. What you did there, I see it. Yeah. I hope I'm in focus. I've got no idea.
That's a point. Audio and video, folks, as well. Can you let us know?
I can't tell you how difficult it is to set focus on a shiny metal object. It's absolute nonsense. It's totally impossible.
Right. I am going to let that set. And that wiper blade's moved again.
Damn. A Revell kit with fit issues? Surely not. Surely it's not even possible. That's the thing. Is it?
Yeah, it is one of them. But there you go, folks. That is the Indy pace car. Glued together, ready to go. Just needs polishing and photographing then. So I'm happy with
full
it.
Screen. There you go.
So, yeah.
Oh.
So, yeah. Hopefully you like it. If you don't, answers on a postcard to elgin35@GeoCities. Yeah. So there you go.
I'm loving the chrome. That's a real nice chrome effect you've got.
Yeah, that is the GSW airbrush chrome. I've got a bottle of it just off shot there. That stuff.
Ooh.
And yeah, that is my go-to chrome now. It's what I'm using all the time. Straight over a really gloss black coat. And yeah, job done.
Lovely.
You can get it in airbrush format or you can get it in normal format. So I've got a bottle of each, and yeah. But you're not gonna brush paint a chrome bumper.
No, you should never ever brush paint.
Yeah, the really thick stuff is literally solely there for the odd touch up, you know. So especially if you've got Edward spanner hands like me, because you do knock your kits, drop your kits, and all of that. So yes, folks, I am massively glad that that's done. So big thank you to Paul Lyons and Ivy May sending that down to me. Massively appreciated. And I will cobble all this footage together that I've been filming into a couple of episodes maybe of, you know, a video deal for you to watch back. So keep an eye out on that.
Get some pictures up in the group as well for people to see.
Absolutely. So I'm going to move that off the bench for a bit so that I don't knock it flying, because
don't knock it until you try.
Knock it.
I've still got your full screen so we can see what your next thing is.
Yeah, I'll just move me glue out of the way first, guys. Patience, folks. Patience.
The excitement of full screen glue moving. They come here for these things, folks.
It's not Monday yet either, folks. I know.
Monday,
Next up, we have got a massive big bone stick. So big.
Blimey, look at the tube on that.
But we'll have to do it like that, folks. Look at that.
Crikey Riley.
Now, yeah, it's a rather gentlemanly angle of attention there.
Oh,
but this
it's
is
excited, isn't it?
This is the Meng Panzer Howitzer 2000, and this was sent to me by Ronald Bolg, folks. He sent me this a few years back, and it's one of those I've been wanting to build for ages. And yeah, I kind of had a move around the other day in the stash. There's some more artwork there, and this jumped out at me, and I thought, big bone stick. What can you say?
Yeah.
So in there you have got proper loads of stuff. It's gonna be a fair old size when you think that is just the hole.
Yeah.
And that, but you've got boomstick goodness, folks. Fox is going to love this.
Well, it looks very much like an Armageddon basilisk from Forge World.
Look, you got
the brass tube.
Aluminium boomstick. Look at that. Now that, folks, is a massive boomstick, isn't it? So
with the gas thing,
yeah, as you can see, look at that. That's going to be what, isn't it? Eh? Well, that's one hell of a shaft, isn't it? So I've got the options. Oh no, I just realised that he says cleaning it up. I had the option. Yeah, using the word. Oh yeah, look, Satan spawn. Not one.
All of those will be used.
I think 2 or 3 sheets of photo etch. They send you the box with all the track links in, right? Look at that. Oh,
crack. That's polycaps.
Isn't it? Oh.
Are they metal or plastic? Oh, the plastic.
They're plastic. However, my friend Vincent over in Belgium said to me, Carl, get yourself real tracks for it. Because as you can see, folks, look, each track is just one piece. Put a wire in there, CA glue it, burnish it, done. So I got a box of frill tracks to do with that bad boy.
Ooh.
So that is what I'm going to be building for you lovely people over the next few weeks.
Awesome.
Hopefully you like it.
That's a phenomenal gift from Ronald Borg there.
It was. He sent me this with a food package a couple of years ago. I think it was about 3 or 4 years ago. And yeah, it's one of those. So whenever I've said I've got a massive big boomstick to build, this is the build I've been on about, and I've been wanting to do it and do it and do it. And finally, I thought, well, if I can get this one done, then that'll prep me for when I do the 2 Ryefield kits. So that's what I'm up to.
That looks bigger than a Baneblade.
It is, mate. It is. I just happen to have a Baneblade just off shot, and I've done the measurements, and it is a biggie, mate. And yeah, look at the instructions.
You're making me want to go and get my Forge-World Basilisk and start working on that now. Oh.
Yeah, do it. So that's what I'm up to, folks. So Candy grabs from Mongo, says, whoa, metal tracks and barrel proper. Absolutely, Jeff.
Metal tracks and barrel. Metal tracks and barrel.
It's got working suspension, doesn't have an interior, which I'm happy about, to be quite honest with you, because it's less to paint. And who needs an interior when you've got a boomstick that big? Jeff Light, excuse me, says the frill tracks are also my choice. Absolutely, mate. They're getting a little bit like hen's teeth at the moment and unicorn tears, but yeah.
You have to make sure you let Ronald know you're building it, because I've not seen him in chat for a very, very long time.
Yeah, I think he's been, how can we say, a little bit poorly bad, but I shall chat. I shall chuck him a message.
Yeah.
So, yes, it's one of those I normally contact the people, like I did with Paul Lyons. I sent him a private message just to let you know I've started the build in the live stream, and there will be a video series, because I am filming this as well, folks, because I've got my camera or filmingness just off shot. It is.
You've just there. You're not the only one that's taken a while to get around to these things. I've got a note on my computer monitor that's actually so old it's been held on with a piece of tape. It's a sticky note, and it relates to my Mortarion figure. And it says Mortarion. Derek Gutowski requested a painting video because he had one.
Oh right,
I think that's about 3.5, 4 years old now. That note.
Oh right.
And I've not seen Derek Gutowski anywhere for years. I must obviously let him know when I do get around to painting it.
Yeah, it's one of them, innit? You like to honour people when they send you stuff. You know, you like to try to get around to building it as soon as you can. And with a lot of the builds where I've been in and out of hospital and stuff like that, I just haven't really been able to focus on everything. No. So I've now got my stash group into gift builds, YouTube builds, that sort of thing, so that I can easily locate the stuff and just get on with it. So
yeah, just get it done.
Yeah, so that's what the plan is. So Ronald, if you're watching this back, mate, many massive thank yous.
That's a very, very nice gift, I've got to say.
That's and at long last, we are getting the Panzer howitzer done for you, mate.
Yeah.
And because I can, I'm going to start off with the big boomstick, because I like a big No, I don't. No, rephrase.
I like big sticks and I cannot know. Wait, what?
Yeah. So that's what I'm going to start with, and then I'll do wheels and chisel. I'll probably even have a go at doing some of the frill tracks on a live stream as well, just in case folks have never done them before. So look out for that. There's bound. Oh, yeah. Got the whole sprue on the floor, Cole.
Yay, sprue droppage.
Because we haven't dropped anything on the floor tonight, so you can stay down there now.
There you go. Anybody filling out the Festa bingo card can tick off dropping things on the floor now.
Yeah. Absolutely. There you go. So we've got my grabber of grabness.
Yep. The Festa bingo card's quite easy because it's basically 32 steps, boxes. 31 of them are just the phrase, it's one of what is it? Oh, I've killed my own joke now. It's one of them. It's a phrase, it's one of them.
Yeah.
And then one of them is dropping things on the floor.
Yeah. I'm a man of limited vocabulary. You should have a bingo card. How many times I say it's one of them? How many times I say absolutely? Because I do say that a lot. Have you some of that? It's another one of my...
Have you? Some of that.
Have you a bit of this? Or a bit of that?
A little bit of that and a little bit of this.
It may be some of this. Or it might be some of that. So let's make a start then, Cole. So... Yeah.
Don't forget, folks, bench and belly.
Yeah.
What's on your bench? What's on your belly? Tonight's belly for me, I made dinner.
Oh, you hero, you.
It was Fox's mess. Although I did use a tin of beef and onion mince, but it was really nice. I do like a nice tin of beef and onion mince. It was basically Fox's mess, which is wholemeal rice with oodles of chopped up leek and potato.
Oh, right, yeah.
A load of really fine chopped cabbage. I like cabbage.
Happy days.
And what else went in it? And then in the tin of minced and onion, I got a load of cherry tomatoes and chopped them up and added them in to the beef. And that was it. And there was loads of mustard and butter and other stuff in there as well to make it all tasty.
Absolutely. Graham Robertson saying hello, Graham. How you doing?
Okay.
Stefan says, Guru, I found a clip of the JMJ album on YouTube. Downloaded the audio and we'll have a listen to it tomorrow and see if there's anything I could do to somehow improve it.
Cool. I've got it as an MP3 if you want it, but it's the one I years ago tried to fiddle with. So I thought you might find a better one somewhere. So let me know if you need the thing sending. I can send you the whole thing if you've only found a bit.
Graham says, my legs are knackered, I've just found out. Yeah, welcome to the club, mate. Mine are knackered as well, mate. As my wife often says, I have just taken my old man out for a drag. Charming, isn't it, eh?
Or sometimes I'm taking me drag out for an old man.
Yeah, she's going to cricket today, so...
I don't like cricket. I love it. I don't understand cricket. I don't do sport.
Yeah, she was a
I want to know, right? I want to know why in the UK, on Twitter, I mean, I know Twitter's garbage, but why is, you've got the what's happening thing on the right-hand side of Twitter on the desktop, which is like, the trending topics. Why is the top thing always NBA basketball?
No idea.
It's like, I'm in England. I'm not American. I don't care about basketball. I don't want to know about sport. It's the one you can't get rid of. The one at the top is the one you can't get rid of, and it's always basketball. What?
That's their biggest supporter. I don't know, mate.
I don't know. It's like, why is it always... God damn it.
If anyone knows the answer, let us know.
Yes.
Let's get rid of those heroes. Yeah, carry on.
It's like, for the 3 people in Britain that actually care about American basketball. Very frustrating.
I don't know. It's got quite a following over here, isn't it? Still.
Yeah, I know, but it's just permanently the top thing in Twitter, and it's the one you can't get rid of. So it's not like a trending topic. They've just decided to make it that.
Am I right in thinking that is the go-to sport in America? I know baseball and football are popular out there, but I think NBA has always been their biggest thing.
I do not know. I have no knowledge of sports because they're boring.
Yeah.
Sports are rubbish. Lavish your attention on something far more interesting.
What would that be, Fox?
I know anything that isn't sport.
Graham says baseball's better. Yeah, I do like a bit of the old World Series, Graham, I must admit. The old baseball World Series, I'm a bit harsh.
Series.
Yeah, in other words, the American series. But hey, you know, let's not split hairs. You know, in Fox's world, everyone should be tuning their satellite dishes from sport and watching Bluey, because that's the only important thing in Fox's world.
Now, that is an opinion I would agree with. However, you said that, so that's clearly what you believe.
No.
You're just saying that under the guise of what I would say. I would never say that because you just said it.
Oh, right, okay.
That's what you believe. You think everyone should watch Bluey. I reckon you've secretly watched it all.
Probably.
And you're just not admitting it.
No, I'm sitting here in my Bluey pyjamas, mate. You know, I'm not ashamed.
You're just not saying it out loud in case H hit for some reason watches the streaming.
Yeah, yeah. That's her. She just looks at me and she's like, why? Why did I marry the broken one?
Can I get a refund? Have I still got the receipt? Why didn't I keep the receipt?
Yeah.
Stefan Lass says it's the full album. Okay, that's probably about right then. 28 minutes, half an hour. It's about right.
So that I would have thought, be a bit of super glue going in there. That is one hell of a massive boomstick. Isn't it?
You're a boomstick.
You're made of boomsticks.
I've come to fix your washing machine with my big boomstick.
Yeah, I worry about you.
Let me show you my enormous tool.
So we've got all of that. So let's chop off all the bits that we're going to need.
Madam, chop off what?
Absolutely. Is that a bit of polycappage? Yes, it is.
Polycaps!
Get polycaps here. Great £1. What's £8? Great £1.
There's a mould line on this helmet, and it's like I can see it from one side, but not from the side I can actually access it. I can see it from... If I was... I can only see it from one side, basically. It's the side I have to look at it from when I'm not able to access the... I can't even get that sentence right.
No. These dudes are really knocking you for 6, aren't they, mate?
I'm loving it. I can't see the mould line when I put it in the place I want to be able to scrape it.
Oh, good.
It's quite challenging.
You didn't think of just giving it a guide coat, mate?
Well, not in the 15 minutes I've had this on the go, but
yeah,
I could do.
Just a thought.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. Did I just do an attempt at a Khajiit voice? I did, didn't I?
An attempt would be a word, indeed. Yes.
Damn it! Damn it! Damn it!
Khajiit finds your attempt is interesting.
Khajiit says it's interesting. I need to get out more. Taxi for Festa, urgently.
Just say the following, Cole. Khajiit has wares if you have coin.
Khajiit has wares if you have coin.
Oh yeah, a bit of Gizago going on there.
Never met the bloke.
Little bit of Risad. You sound like Risad's brother. Bung.
This is where I have 50 million bits of this kit in all different places, and I'll be going in a minute. I can't find my bits.
I can't find my bits.
Polycaps.
Well, this is where you've gotten so used to like Games Workshop kits that you kind of like thinking, hang on, how do I find the bit on the sprue? What? Because they'll all be organised correctly, and you'd be like, well, that makes no sense. Why is part number 4 next to part number 5?
This is brilliant because, like, say, you're picking up the sprue and the numbers on it actually correspond to the part on the sprue.
Yeah.
Who would have thought such technology exists?
Why is part number 4 right next to part number 5? This makes no sense.
Brilliant. Did I just put the bit back that I wanted? I did as well.
Oh, I did as well.
Did you know? You know. Right.
Oh, no. Right, that's that bit done. Let us clip his bottom. Little bit of bottom clipping in a plastic bag that I've learned to do now, rather than actually into open air.
Yeah, H has always found it fascinating that I cut my toenails in a Tesco's carrier bag. Other carrier bags are available.
Yeah, it's like, where else are you going to?
Yeah,
I do it. I do it in the upturned lid of our bathroom.
Yeah, it saves them firing across the room, doesn't it? So I just stick my foot in the bag, wrap one handle around my ankle, the other one's around the other foot's big toe, and it's like, pa-ching, and it's like, and have toenails flying everywhere, do you?
That's the ankle handle.
Happy days. It's like,
ankle handle. Right. A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Right. Have you a bit of that? So 2 of them sprues, the Saints, are looky-loo.
That's one sprue and another sprue.
Of course it is, your spoon, right in front of you.
Spoon!
Put that one back in alone.
Are you telling yourself off correctly there? In
I
a
am.
rather charming way.
Oh, Wilkinson, what's up here, you phrase?
Wilkinson!
Right, there you go.
Have you finished the build yet?
Am I? I've not even glued 2 bits together yet.
You're not well.
I know, I'm clearly ill, aren't I?
Or is it just taking that long to find the parts because it's all organised efficiently?
It is. It's
like, I don't understand.
It's me going round chopping all the bits off that I need in anticipation. Yeah, I know. Would have thought it.
All the bits off. So many bits off.
And we've got big polycaps, apparently.
You've got big polycaps.
So where are they then?
And I still haven't got any electrical tape. God damn it, Fox.
Yeah, you've been quite special today as well, haven't you?
At least once a month I realise I need some electrical tape and then completely never order any. And then every time from then I go, I need some electrical tape, I haven't got any. Oh.
So polycaps that are big, apparently, are in their own packet.
Ooh, great big polycaps.
Your polycaps here, folks.
I've got the opening track from Music for Supermarkets in my head now.
Music for Supermarket. Ah, there they are. Look at that.
Music pour Supermarché.
So, Carl, that is a big polycap. Not a small one. That's a small one. It's a big one. Here, look.
That one's very far away. I also made an excellent...
I
was going to say, I made an excellent purchase this week. I got myself some tiny bottles with metal tubes on the lid for my CA glue fixer.
Tell the viewers what you did. Come on.
Well, I'll tell that in a minute. But this is because I was sick of using the end of the tube from the spray bottle on the fixer. So if you've got a CA glue fixer, get some of these. I may have ordered many of some things. I went to order... Well, I made 2 goofs, actually. I went to order some dropper bottles for paint and totally didn't bother looking at the actual number and didn't realise I was buying like 100 of them. So now I have like 100 dropper bottles that I'm never going to use all of them. And then shortly after that, I realised that's not even going to work. I also ordered some glass balls for paints, for keeping paint flowing in the bottle. And I read the thing as a bottle of 25 balls. I'm like, well, that's not very many, but I'm sure 50 will be fine. 2 in a bottle. There you go. And no, it's a bottle of 250 stirring balls. So I've got 500. I've got 500 balls.
You picked on poor Mama Wolf for sprouts. That's all I am saying.
I can neither confirm nor deny that sprouts were ever a conversation item.
Yeah, no.
Well, yeah. So the golden rule is, folks, when you're going to buy something, look at the numbers of how many things there are. That's all I'm going to say about it.
It's happened to myself. You're not alone, mate.
Yeah. Never alone. I finished a dude.
It's a bit like when H measured up the carpet for our old flat. And there was enough in there to have covered Wembley at least twice, mate, when it turned up. It's like, yeah.
Measure up the carpets. Finished the dude.
I'm proud of you, Soldier. I did hear you, mate. It's just I wasn't paying attention.
Because I was talking. I know.
Oh.
I know how it works.
Wendy Hickson with an H says to you, will you be using 1 or 2 of the balls?
What, 1 or 2 of the 500?
Yeah.
I shall use a number. I tend to have I like to put like 2 balls in a bottle rather than 1.
Yeah.
I just think that's a bit more.
I think it gives it a bit more vavoom, mate, don't you?
Well, there's a bit more things moving around. Yeah. A number of times you've got a stirring ball in a bottle and it's just stuck at the bottom and don't go anywhere. And
yeah, just sits there going.
I'm sitting here trying to scrape off the excess CA glue on the base, and I'm thinking to myself, well, hello, there's a little creature. Get off. Hello. Hello, little creature. Sorry.
Oh.
It just landed on my bench. And I'm trying to get the excess glue off the base, and I'm going to be covering that in like texture paints and stuff. So there's no point. One dude finished.
PJ says, see, Cole's got his knee out, just the one. Oh, it's my camera moved. Oh, here it is. Sorry, folks.
Colin's got his knee out.
There you go.
Knee out for the girls.
Yeah, that's me swatting the camera again, isn't it? Filch.
You know they love it. They love it when he gets his knee out.
Yeah.
It's wholesome.
There you go, folks. Sorry about that. Cheers, PJ, for the heads up, mate. Just as well, it was me knee that was out, mate, because...
Yeah, I was thinking similar thoughts.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's get rid of the nubbage. And the reason I'm building this barrel first is so that I can see how bad the seam is and then start the de-seaming process. And I can be working on that.
Metal barrel?
Yeah, the stuff that goes round it there is, because it's in 2 halves, isn't it? Yeah, no, that's machined, but...
I was going to say, that's me machined, isn't it?
Yeah, all the other gubbins that goes round it is still 2-part, isn't it? So...
Gubbins.
Yeah.
Underneath the gubbins.
Underneath the gubbins. Paul D. Tommaso says, I'd like one of them Vortex paint mixers. Helen got me that, Paul, because I have a habit of losing me grip, mate. And the amount of these little bottles that I've sat here shaking, 1 minute they're in my hand and then they are gone. And she's found them outside the window by the dustbin. When I moved the man cave around and moved one of my cases, I found 2 bottles of Vallejo paint under that I'd lost years ago. So she got me the Vortex mixer. She said it'll save you that problem. So, yeah. And also it saves her having to come in and keep going to find the bottles. She's gone out there before she's found paintbrushes, bottles of paint.
Just lying around in the kitchen.
No, next to this window behind my aquarium is an alcove. And in there lives our wheelie bins, me drop box, because I've got a door just to my right that goes out to me wheelchair ramp.
Oh, yeah.
And, yeah, the wheelie bins and that live round there. See, so, of course, she'll go out to put something in there. And had your window open last night, didn't you, love? Yeah, I did. Did you have the twitches? And I'm like, how does she know? And she'll go, yeah, you're missing these paintbrushes, aren't you? Oh, that's where they went.
How did you know? Because I found like the entire half of a tank hole on the pavement. Oh, I wonder where that had gone.
Yeah, so she does sit there giggling, bless her. She's like, can only happen to you. Like,
She loves you, but there's always a deep sigh.
Absolutely. Wendy says she got one off of Amazon. Yeah, there's a link still on the website. That's if the website's still up, but I am going to be putting all my affiliate links up on the Facebook group. So.
Now, I've got to build an officer now, and he has the most fabulous campy pose.
Oh, proper.
I think he's a fabulous officer. Because I'll get all the excess trim off and I'll show you. Because it's just
is he a proper Rupert, is he?
No, he's like, oh, hello, fabulous. He's like dancing.
Oh, one of those poses.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying tonight, Graham. See you later, mate. Paul says, I'll take 20 bottles. 20 bottles of what, mate?
No, ping.
But, yeah. Absolutely.
I think this officer specialises in musical theatre and interpretive dance.
Oh, really?
He might be from the, the guys that go to the front lines and entertain the troops. He might be one of them. A bit like the guy I made with the expansive gesture. I'll show you in a minute. You'll see.
Yeah.
He's like, fabulous, darling. If you're going to command your troops, do it fabulously.
Exactly. There you go. Boom. Well, that's not too bad. That can be disguised quite easily. I can live with that.
Panzerhaubitze. Das ist richtig.
Try and get a big squish out of this.
So yeah, that's the pose this guy has got. I'll just loosely put him in the base. He's waving his sword above his head and he's pointing at something. Yeah. He's not actually pointing, he's just got his hand like that. So he's about to lunge at someone.
I think he's going, Huzzah!
He's going, ha ha ha, on guard, just before some guy kills him with a boss around or something. He's like, look at my sword! And the orc going, look at my enormous hammer and gun. Yeah.
Have you seen my sword? Said the dead soldier.
It's like dance ballet, military ballet.
Paul says 20 of the many dropper bottles that Fox ordered. Ah, right.
Better. Suddenly realised to my horror, without even thinking, I was using my god hand nippers to cut the metal flesh off this dude.
No, shame.
I know,
shame.
I was like, wait, what am I doing?
No, you're getting the finger of shame for that, mate.
I know. I didn't even realise I was doing it.
Justifiable finger of shame, that is, mate.
Absolutely. Das ist nicht richtig. Das ist nicht richtig.
Edward Leonard's in saying hello. Hello, Edward. How you doing, mate? Good to see you in, mate. Hope you're keeping well.
Welcome. Quick, move me over there. I want to bonk it with my sword, says Rabbit. Steel Legion General. Yes. There's a group of a group of people on Twitter, on the interwebs.
Yeah.
Meme type people, and they're raising funds to send, to buy equipment for Ukraine Army and things like that.
Oh right, yeah.
I think they're called NAFO or something, NAFO. Anyway, they raised enough money to send them a large self-propelled gun.
Oh right, yeah.
Like the kind of thing you're making.
Yeah.
And they raise money to say to people whoever puts money in, who donates, you can choose what's written on the barrel.
Oh right.
And they've bought them loads of pickup trucks and vans and things like that, light vehicles and stuff. But so somewhere in the Ukrainian theatre of war, there's a Panzerhaubitze with Super Bonker 9000 written on the barrel.
Brilliant.
Super Bonker 9000.
Brilliant.
Oh, it's great.
It's wonderful how people have rallied around what's going on out there, and it's kind of restores a little bit of faith in humanity, doesn't it?
I watch a few streams from various people, one of whom is in the Ukrainian army, and he's a guy called Operator Starsky. And he's like a kind of public information type officer, so he does these streams and stuff. But they have this turn of phrase that I love, like when, say, like a Russian vehicle is destroyed or a helicopter blows up, they say it's demilitarized itself.
Ah, brilliant, yeah.
Yeah. Or like when Russian soldiers retreat, they call it a humanitarian gesture.
Yeah, it's... hopefully it sorts itself out, because, yeah. Let's have a look at where that goes. That goes in there.
Dee-dee-dee.
Yeah, Paul says I keep checking. Forgot one every now and then they're not cheap. No, luckily my missus got that on a lightning deal on Amazon. So yeah, she struck whilst the iron was hot, so to speak.
Would it be cheaper to get some sort of, how can I put this in words that adult self-entertainment device, perhaps, and jigger the mechanics of it to make your own vortex thing, manipulator?
But how would I explain owning said contraption to...
Oh, I don't mean for you. You've got that. I mean, like, say, for Paul, that would be a cheaper.
I mean, I can just imagine Dawn tidying up in the bedroom one day and coming across Paul's hidden lady pleasurer, going, "What's that for?" "Oh, I use that for stirring my paint." And she goes, "Chinny Recon." And then he goes, "Yeah, but Fox said to use it." Don't blame Fox. I know exactly what she would say.
I'd be more impressed if it was just American saying Chinny Reckon.
Yeah.
Or Canadian.
Yeah, Chinny Recon. Yeah.
Chinny Reckon. Jimmy Hill.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do.
Yeah, I could just imagine Paul squirming as he's trying to get out of what's actually happening, you know, and it'll be, "Right, you're not going to believe this, love, but here goes." Yeah. I was on this live stream with them English geezers, you know the ones I mean, them two pilots. Yes, dear.
He's like, "There's a very good reason I've got a login and password for this adult site, this adult equipment." So what?
Yeah. I'd pay money to see it.
Oh, yeah. What, the conversation or the website?
Conversation. I saw what you did. It's going to be a long night with you tonight, isn't it? I should have known this.
Yeah.
It's because he's all excited about Monday.
I am. Well, assuming that Mama Wolf's hospital visit all goes to plan and she's back and settled by the time it's time for the stream.
Yeah.
If not, then it all goes to pot.
Yeah, your reaction to that was hilarious. Of all the weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even realise, because I've known we've had the appointment for a few weeks and it was only like last week. I went, "Oh, hang on. Oh, crap tubes." Yeah. Crap tubes indeed. So we have to make sure she's back and settled and fed and watered before 8:30.
Yeah, and I didn't help when I said, "Well, just postpone it for a week." No, tears,
because then it's an E-Models week after that.
Yeah, tears and drops may have been had. It's bank holiday, isn't it?
Is it? Okay. Yeah, I can't wait a week. I'll just be chewing at the furniture.
You're chewing at the furniture now. You have been since you ordered it.
I'm chewing at the furniture even more.
Yeah.
Why? What's happening on Monday? Says PJ.
I see what you did there, PJ.
You'll find out when we reveal our super secrets on Monday, assuming everything goes to plan.
Yeah. Honestly, PJ, yeah.
You'll be vastly underwhelmed, I think.
I think he's going to give me such a face palm when I next see him.
I think there's going to be some biblical side eye next Monday, from all involved. prepare yourself.
It'll be
Side-eye
really...
Japanese level.
How old are you? 5.5.
Yeah.
You know this.
Although Chris said in a comment earlier on today, he's 4.5. And I said, and you can take he's right because he's seen what it is, and he's like, yeah, so he must be right.
Yes, Chris and Ted got to see them, didn't they, on Monday?
Yeah. We revealed our secret things.
Chris's reaction was so Chris.
Yeah. It was almost like a minimalist face palm.
Yeah.
He was like face palm, but such a disdainful face palm that he couldn't even be bothered doing the face palm bit.
Yeah,
he just did it in his mind. Whereas Ted's reaction was, oh yeah, I've seen one of those. I've got one of those.
Yeah, it's like...
Almost, sort of. I can't say much more than that without giving it away, but Ted actually knew what it was and recognised it, which is the best thing.
Oh yeah, he knew everything about it. Perhaps too much, to be honest with
you. Yeah.
Chris was just... yeah. Show us on the dolly where the... Yeah.
The irony is that since I've received the item in question, and I've ended up getting 2 of them, I've now had even more ideas for things to do with them, so I may have to order a 3rd one. I don't know yet. I'm tempted. Let's just say...
Which means he will.
Yeah.
I know you too well. I know your brain.
Let's just say...
Is it in your wish list?
No. Oh, cool. This dude on his sleeve, on his arm...
Yeah.
The moulding is so delicate that you can actually see the texture of a thumbprint.
Oh, wow.
On the arm. That's cool. Like just the very faint grain of a thumbprint or a fingerprint when they've moulded the arm. Cool.
Retro says you both got the Dora, didn't you? Damn, how does he know?
It could be because we've just massively increased the size of our workbenches. That's probably a giveaway, isn't it? Ba-ba-dee-ba-ba-dee-bub-bub-bub.
Yeah, I mean, mine is still in its outer packaging because I know when the wife sees it, she's just going to look at me and go...
She's just going to slap you, isn't she? She's going to like, slap. What the... You're just going to get slap.
Yeah, and I'll try and blame... I should try and blame Fox and she'll go blaming him.
Yep.
Leave him alone.
I think she'll just look at it and go, oi, and walk out.
Yeah. Cannot believe that idiot. That's what she'll go. Really? Really? Yes. You tell me why. No, I can't. I haven't thought up of anything that may or may not be plausible.
Plausible. Yeah, because mine's like unpacked and just in its own packaging. Colin's like, mine's still in the Amazon box. And I'm like, yeah, because you haven't got the nerve to take it out of the box in case H sees it. You went,
yeah, there might be some truth in that statement.
I've got a right pickle with this guy's power sword blade.
Oh, why?
The blade rests just above his helmet.
Ooh.
But when it's been moulded, it's so close that there's actually a slight sort of bleb in the blade. It's like a sort of like that where the helmet's there and it kind of goes up.
Yeah.
It's kind of mushed it a bit, but there's no way for me to clean that or get rid of it. So he's going to have a slight ding in his blade.
I'm wrong with a bit of dingage.
Ding in your blade, I'm afraid. It's like it's got a slight curve where it's gone over the helmet. Oh, well, never mind. Premium search, phone soon. Problem solved.
Edward says to Jeff, did you get the Paragraphics photo etch for your Millennium Falcon? They seem to be on pre-order for months. I finally filled out the pre-order form 3 weeks ago. I know when I got my Paragraphics set for my Voyager, that took quite a while to come.
They're a real small operation, Paragraphics, aren't they? Like a little...
Yeah, I think they're pretty much really... made to order. So once they've got X amount of orders, they sit there and do a batch, don't they? So
yeah, I ordered some photo etch for the Colonial Viper. That's a good, 7 or 8 years ago now.
Yeah.
And that took a while. But that's, again, it's just because they're real small operations. So.
It's a bit like Frill, isn't it? I mean, that's a bit of a mum and pop outfit, isn't it?
Yeah, and they're not going to make billions of them just in case. They'll just kind of make short runs and then have to remake them. I don't even know how you make photo etch.
No idea, mate.
One of his lasers.
Sharks and lasers, dude.
Yes, we've not been able to produce any photo etch well because all the sharks with lasers have died. Sharks with freaking lasers. And we really can't find any ill-tempered sea bass, so...
Mildly aggressive sea bass.
Yeah. Slightly irked.
Boom stick. A stick that booms.
Ooh.
Right.
Booms, that's a character in the new Prisoner Cell Block H.
Yeah, boom.
Can I booms?
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom.
Can I booms? Right. Let's get him stuck to his base. How low can you go? See what I did?
I did.
Do you see what I did there?
I did see what you did there.
Good lad.
Mightily proud of your soldier.
Good lad. So you should be.
Oh, says I got the green Strawberry Junior PE set for the Bandai Falcon. Oh, good man.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's something I've often thought of building, but again, it's where do you put it?
It's not actually that big. The Falcon, the photo etch, the 1/72 bag Falcon is not that big. It's big, but it's not. I mean, it's big, but it's not massive. A bit high pitch there.
Yeah, you did, didn't you?
It'll easily fit on a shelf and that. For all your shelves, I've got to figure out where to put a bloody 1/8 scale 8 kilogram Dodge Charger.
Yeah.
No idea where the hell that's going to go. I have to hope shelves can take it.
Oh yeah, my Rossi bike seems to have not fallen down, so.
Yeah. How heavy is that?
It's about 6 or 7 kilos.
Ooh, that's quite heavy for a bike.
It is. It's massive.
Yeah. Yeah, the Dodge is about 8 keys. So I've got a bookshelf that's just got CDs on that. I can throw them all away because they'll crap.
Yeah.
Or if I need to, I can use the little wooden ledge on the stairs landing, but it's got a massive hamper box full of like all my CDs in the world at the moment.
Yeah.
And I don't want to have to then spend a week going through cataloguing all my CDs. And cause I thought, well, I could sell all my old CDs. It's like, yeah, but then I've got to... Can you imagine the hassle of like selling 1,000 CDs on eBay?
Yeah.
You've got to like buy 1,000 envelopes for a start. It's like, really?
Yeah, and postage and yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of the time it's just not economic, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of the time it's just I can't be bothered.
Yeah, that's why, like I say, most of ours just go down to charity shop.
Yeah, I do that, or I just take them to the recycling place where they've got the big bin for CDs and books.
Yeah, it's just like.
I mean, I could throw away some valuables, but I might, I might go through them and see what the valuable ones are.
Yeah, no, but.
At least. Oh, now I've glued him on and I've just spotted a mould line. Gosh darn it.
Gosh damn it. Dagnam it. And
Talking
all of
about
that
this mould line. And a nub. Oh, flange taculon.
Ah, there he's off.
There you go, yeah. Flange.
Is it not playing, dear?
Yeah, it's done now.
It's bung them in place, ready.
Sonderkraft Fahrzeug.
At least I know where they are, then.
I know where they are. Done another dude.
I know where they are.
Done this theatrical, I just want to be me, interpretive dance officer.
Proud of your soldier. Look at you with your super dudeness. I think you're ill, mate. I really do think you're ill.
Well, I've only done 2 so far tonight, so don't get too panicky.
Yeah, but for you, 2 dudes, blimey, mate. Definitely not well.
Well, both of them have, like, no parts, because they're just a single piece. So my total part count so far tonight has been 2. when you think about it that way, it makes a bit more sense.
Yeah, tell you what, let's not bother with that. Let's just lay it down. There you go.
Steel Legion officer, part count, apart.
We've got...
No, I've got a sergeant with 2 parts.
Not one
2-part sergeant,
but 2 parts.
Not 1 part, not 3 parts, unless you count the base.
There you go. Right, let's have a look in the chat. That's people on about there. Paul Daisy says he's got the green strawberry junior PE set. I've read that one. Retro says, I know how to make photo etch parts and have all the chemicals to do it, but I haven't attempted similar processes to circuit boards yet.
Yeah,
you just design them on yeah, that's the whole idea in it. Photo etch. You impose the photo, it's got the etching fluid, and voila. There you go.
Kaplink, there you go, job's done.
Bob's your uncle.
The Millennium Falcon exhaust vents.
Yeah. Fair play, mate. I can imagine it's an interesting thing to be able to make it, but like I say, you know, are you actually going to save money in the long term? Or short term, should I say, because...
Can you imagine, though, like, can you imagine trying to make photo etch parts and just making them the right size and shape?
Yeah.
That'd be a labour of love in itself.
Exactly.
It's like if you had a 1/35th tank and you think, right, I need to make the little stowage bin that goes on the side of the turret.
Yeah.
How are you going to even begin to measure it in a 3-dimensional shape? It's like, well,
exactly.
Go through lots of test prints, I think. And you've got to be able to take your shape and then unfold it into a flat surface. You need some good spatial awareness. You love photo etch, though, don't you?
Yeah, it's Satan's skill, isn't it?
You love it. You love every bit of photo etch you ever come across.
Yeah, it's like, really? Yeah. Why did I have to subject us to it? It's photo etch.
I used to hate it until I discovered thin CA glue. Then I hate it a little less.
Yeah.
It's still a pain in the bum.
Yeah.
But like on the Falcon, it was great because it's just the little. All I had was the little grills on the engine exhaust.
Yeah.
So I just took just normal CA glue. Punk. There you go. Done.
Yeah.
It was easy.
Yeah. Sometimes I think a lot of the kits just put the photo etch in for photo etch's sake. Don't get me wrong, you know, if it adds detail or embellishes the model, then yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's often for things like, you know, instrument panels and planes and stuff, isn't it? Where they possibly couldn't mould that as easily.
Especially if it's pre-painted photo etch, because you get all of the PC screens, the radar, the scopes, the altimeters, all of that lot. So.
I suppose, that's not even a word. I suppose that for some manufacturers as well, there's a massive price difference between producing a sprue that's got all your tiny little flight instrumentation and stuff on it in little grills in plastic, or not having those bits on plastic sprues and having the sprues cost less because you're not having to go into that higher detail.
Yeah, that's it.
Because maybe when you make a sprue or a mould, you get different levels of mould. Of tool detail, and they're like, well, you can put them on this sprue and it costs you 10 billion, or you can just go for the big clunky parts, maybe.
Get, you know, one of these photo etch houses like Edward to do it, and you just add it to the kit, you pay them for doing it, and yeah, you saved yourself a couple of $100,000 worth of mould, didn't you? So
yeah, but that also means then you can charge, you don't have to transfer any, you don't have that cost to pass on to the consumer, then you can keep your cost down.
Exactly
which
that.
means you can keep your kit cost down a bit. Not too much, but a bit.
Yeah. Keep costs down. Oh, the costs.
Oh, the costs. So many costs. Alles die Kosten gefahren. It's only half one.
Yeah, she's going. Yeah, as I said to you earlier. See, it goes to show you don't listen to me.
Oh, she's going to the cricket, isn't she? That's right.
Going to the cricket, Fox.
Going to the cricket.
Honestly,
I didn't
feel like
associate.
Polly the parrot sometimes.
No, I didn't necessarily associate that she'd be getting up early.
Yeah.
Took a few seconds for me to go, oh, yeah, because she's going to the cricket.
She's going to the cricket. Yes. I'm just going to mute for a sec.
Yep, go for it. Lol, maths Fox, that's how. Ah, the severed orc head sergeant, says Rabbit. Yep, that's the one I'm doing. Sergeant with the severed head. It's a shame that the neck of the orc head is just flat with no detail. Well, it's got little gribbly bits for like where the gross parts would be. It's not completely flat. It's flat on the bottom jaw, but it's got like the gnarly stuff in there. So it does have some. I'll see if I can zoom in and show you. Show you. Hang on a minute. Zoom in. It's hard to show you on a shiny metal object, but it does have. If I focus it as well, that'd be a good idea. Hang on. There you go. So it does have some gore in the neck area. A little bit. But yeah, the actual inside of the jaw is just flat. But then again, I suppose the inside of your jaw is just flat when you think about it. So yes, no, I don't know if I'm in focus now or not.
Oh, yeah.
All good?
Yeah, it's alive. So you're going to the cricket, it's your fault.
Yeah, you want to watch your sport nonsense.
Yeah, you want to go and watch grown men hitting a ball with a plank.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, love.
Where is it? Is it she's going to watch it?
I have absolutely no idea. Because if I had asked that, she would have actually thought that I was showing him any interest. And
yeah, that's true. I'm just thinking for her to be getting up at like 1:30 in the morning. It's not going all the way to Old Trafford, is she?
No, she's going to work first.
Oh, right.
And then she'll go from work straight through. So
I see.
Yeah. As long as she's safe.
Yep. I don't understand cricket.
I don't
understand sport, but I don't understand how you can find it interesting. It's just like, what? It's like people that go mad for bowling, as in like Crown Green bowling. It's like, really?
Yeah, I mean, it's different sports interest people for whatever reason, don't they? Yeah. Live and let live is my motto.
I mean, when I was a kid, we used to go to our little local Crown Green bowling court and we used to play bowls, you know.
Yeah.
And we were like, 10, 11 years old, and all the old geezers there would teach us how to play and teach us all about bias and stuff like that, how to play properly. And when you were a kid, it was all right in the 70s because there wasn't else to do. But you had to watch it on telly. No.
Yeah, like I say, it's something she's interested in. Good luck to her, gets her out and about.
Yeah. You can still mock her for it, but
absolutely.
Then again, that means mocking it. I say you can still mock her, but you wouldn't dare mock H for anything, would you?
Oh, no, not being that I want to live a bit longer. Yeah. You know what I mean?
That would be a not clever move, I think.
Yeah, that would be up there on the list of silly things that Festa done that he shouldn't have.
Wait, isn't that just everything?
Pretty much,
everything
mate.
On that list of things you shouldn't have done.
Trying to think, am I in the doghouse for anything? I don't think I am.
Yeah, but you know what happens when you say that? The moment you say you're not, then something happens.
Yeah. Bless her. As she always says, there is still time. Yeah.
Always time. How's your boomstick? Are you still working on the actual tube?
Yeah, I'm just...
God, it's huge.
Isn't it?
It's got a wrinkly bit.
I want to get rid of the seam and that. So yeah, it's a bit of everything.
Got a nice wrinkly bit at the bottom of the shaft there.
It has. Yeah. Get your wrinkles here, folks. Free for £1. So yeah, it's just getting it all together. Why not?
Get it together.
Kevin Stevens is off. Colin Fox and all in chat land. Catch you later. Catch you later, Kevin, mate.
See you soon, Kev. Take care, mate.
chill down, mate, and we'll catch up later because he's live later on this afternoon, I think.
Live from Nottingham.
No, from Norwich. It's the quiz.
Norwich is not. Why do I say Nottingham when it's Norwich? I'm an idiot.
That's because you don't get out much, dear.
No, I don't. Well, I don't need to. Outside's rubbish.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Every time I go outside, it's just full of chuds.
Overrated, isn't it? Going outside.
Yeah. Yeah. That's that mould line there. Talking about my mould line.
Get your mould lines here, free for £1, folks.
Free full £1. Now here's the question.
What's that, mate?
I know what you're going to say. You're going to say no, but have you had any time to hang out on your Xbox in this last week? To feel your way around it at all?
Yeah, I did. I messaged you the other day, didn't I? Tuesday, was it? Doing a bit of Grim Fandango at one point. But
yeah.
I'm not like you. I couldn't spend 8 hours a day on it. I can't do that. I haven't got the luxury because my time at the bench in this chair is limited. So,
but he did say to me, "Yeah, I turned on the Xbox," and like 3 hours later, I'm like, "Oh crap, I'm still here."
Yeah. So yeah, I had a bit of a sesh.
Yeah, good lad. I was asking for the chat's benefit, of course. I know.
Absolutely, but yeah, it's one of them. You know, I couldn't do it every day because obviously I was trying to film and get kits built and streaming a lot, and yeah, so I couldn't sit and do it like you do, where I'm having a whole day on the Xbox. I just haven't got that luxury.
No,
would be nice, but
it is a luxury.
Yeah. It'll get there, you never know. Like I say, once I get more into it, then yeah, then words will come back and haunt me. I'm sure they will.
Yes.
Sure, everyone will remind me, Carl, you said.
You said. I mean, for me at the moment, it's like there's so much I need to be doing, getting on with, but it's, aside from the very occasional, very rare day when I'm like, you know what, I'm not feeling great, I'm just going to sit on the Xbox. It's more just a case of, if it's a Mama Wolf intensive day, I can't then sit at the bench for hours and do filming. So it's
absolutely.
Unless I sit there staring at all four walls.
But you can sit there for hours doing Xbox.
Well, no, because it means I can drop it at a second's notice and just press pause and that's it.
Bit like you could with a camera.
Well, no, but if I'm in the middle of painting something really complicated, and I can't suddenly just stop. So, at least with an Xbox, I can just stop and go and do what I need to do.
That's his excuse, folks.
Yeah. Plus, sometimes I'm not in the right headspace to do painting and stuff.
No, with me, it's me shakes, me twitches and things. And if I'm having one of them days, I know full well there's absolutely zero chance of me getting anything constructive done at the bench. That can be frustrating.
Yeah, if it's an intensive Mama Wolf day for me, then I'm too busy worrying about Mama Wolf to be devoting time to thinking about building or painting. So just sit at the Xbox and turn off so I can at least try and distract myself while not stressing myself into a burnt crisp. So, yeah. Gone are the days when I'd just be like, you know what, I'm going to sit at the Xbox all day for no reason at all because I hate my job and it's a day off. Those were the days. I'd literally get home from work on a Friday night, turn the Xbox on, and then turn it off and go to work on Monday morning because I hated my job so much. It was my escape from that.
I say I go on there as and when I can, but
it's not a priority for you, though, is it?
No, I've got, the way I look at it is I've got it. It's going nowhere.
Yeah,
plenty
of time.
There's plenty of time. It's.
I just get giddy and excited for you, that's all.
I know, but at the end of the day, people are paying, supporting me for content. I can't do that if I'm gaming all day, so...
I know.
That's how I see it.
You're not wrong.
Absolutely, so... I'm trying to plate spin at the moment, rather unsuccessfully at times, but my heart is in the right place, so to speak.
Fox, those metal figures need a lot doing to them, clean up and detail any good, says Wendy. Not a lot of cleanup. I mean, there's mould lines and stuff, and it's a bit tough to get the mould lines off because it's metal, not plastic. For these specific ones, they all have like goggles either on the helmet or over their eyes. And on some of them, there's a dirty, great big mould line going straight through the middle of the lenses of the goggles, and it's really hard to clean that out.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah, but no, I mean,
didn't really think that through, did they?
No, I mean, they're quite detailed, but you have to keep in mind that they're not as clean and crisp as plastic ones now that are designed on CAD. These are all handmade. And the originals, these will be hand sculpted.
Oh, right,
so they were, they were hand sculpted in whatever, Millie put in clay and stuff, and then made into a mould.
Yeah.
So they're really kind of like scratchy and scrabbly, and they're a bit. I wouldn't say rough around the edges, but they have a certain character and charm that's a bit.
Yeah.
They're not like a professional modern day plastic miniature that's all beautifully designed on computer and everything. It's just like I said the other one earlier on. You can actually see the texture of someone's fingerprint or thumbprint.
Yeah, they're down dirty and raw, aren't they?
Yeah. So there's a certain charm to them in their lumpiness and their kind of scrabbly scratchiness. But I can't really tell for sure though until I've actually got them primed, because it's hard to really see what I'm looking at when they're shiny metal. However, these figures specifically, the Armageddon Steel Legion, they are now out of print.
Are they gone already? Have they?
Yeah. Because when whoever got this for me sent it to me, they obviously did it when they had a couple of months ago. They had these are going out of print forever. Get them now before they go forever. Last chance to buy.
Yeah.
So these are now out of print. You can get them on eBay and stuff. People have boxes of them. They'll be a little more expensive than they used to be, but yeah, but you can't buy them from GW anymore. Steel Legion Armageddon. They still have some metal figures in their range, but you kind of have to know which.
Yeah,
they are.
unicorn tears and ends teeth, mate, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's the thing. These were all this was 1999. These minis, so this was before Forge World when they wanted to do really detailed stuff. Forge World.
Your world forged.
Forging your world now, sir.
All your white box sexiness.
Yeah, so they do take a bit more cleanup, and they're kind of less realistic than plastic ones because they're like slightly dumpy shapes, the heroic scale. And yeah, they kind of have a certain handmade charm to them. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Old worldy almost.
Yeah, I mean, I can't wait to get them primed up and see what they actually look like. Rabbit says, at the time, the metal minis were better detailed than the plastic of the time, but today's plastic minis blow them out of the water with quality and detail. They also don't fall over when someone sneezes during a game. Absolutely. And when you make them, your hands will smell of coins.
Yeah, I found that with that aluminium barrel. I said aluminum, didn't I?
You said aluminum.
Aluminium. There you go.
Aluminium.
Yeah, that and all.
I was having a conversation today about part works, and I was made aware of a photograph that somebody put in a group, and it was basically they'd ordered a couple of issues of part work, and instead of getting issues 1 and 2, they basically got issues 1 and issue 45. But instead of getting all the parts for issue 1 and issue 45, they got all the parts for issue 1 and all the parts for a Moomin part work that was nothing to do with the car. They were building a car and they got all the parts for a Moomin house. It's like, whoa,
lovely.
What? They sent them all the wrong parts completely. I don't want a Moomin house. What? And I'm like, what? There's a Moomin house part work? What is this nonsense?
Yeah, must have.
Not really. So I'm like, what?
I bet if there was a bluey part work, you'd have that.
Oh, absolutely. I'd be all over that like a rash.
Don't worry about Fox.
It's like who's the target market for a build the Moomin house? It's like, really? I mean, I can imagine a few, but
it does make you wonder, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's like, these part works are not cheap to manufacture. You've got to sell a lot of them.
Oh, yeah.
A Moomin house? Really? Okay. I've just cleaned that nozzle out from my super glue and I actually need to use it again anyway.
Spoon. What are you like?
I'm a spoon, that's what I am. I'm Spoony McSpoonface and I've glued myself to the base. Yeah.
Yeah, get in. So glad I'm not the only one who has super glue moments.
And I glued my finger to my other finger and the base again. There we go.
I did me forearm to the cutting mat again the other day.
Oh, good lad. It seems to be the right thing to do.
So I have a little hairless patch on my forearm. It's like, yeah.
I've now stuck the arm to my finger, my other finger to the... Oh, God damn it. It's just going wrong.
Well, going Pete Tong, is it, Fox?
I've stuck everything to everything else. Let's just get that piece off the... Right, let's just start that again, shall we? Let's get all the glue out of that hole. I've got a layer of glue on my fingers now. That did not go according to plan. Let's just say that, shall we?
Yeah.
It did not take the expected trajectory that it took.
Oh, look at you with your expected trajectory and this. Yeah.
That as well, yeah. One of them too.
Yeah.
I was not prepared for the sudden change in topography. I know what I didn't do. I didn't scrape the contact points. Oh, God damn it, Fox. What are you doing? You absolute dingus. Stupid boy.
Bobbins, retro. No, even Edward Leonard says Wayneswell posted a short video of his X-Wing, fell off its stand and crashed and burned before he's been in it. Was it party time and excellent? You mean World of Wayne? Because Wayne's World was the film, wasn't it?
Yeah. World of Wayne. Was that a live stream? Ooh, ouch. Because he said that X-Wing for a couple of years now. He'd finished it a couple of years ago.
What was the one of them he actually didn't bother with in the end, did he? He just gave up on it. I can't think what it was. Might have been, HMS Victory, that was it. He said it was Tosh. I
think a lot of people actually found never got all of the issues for HMS Victory. That was D'Agostino on that one. I think there was one he stopped doing. There's a few he got stuck with because it was the Eagle Moss went bankrupt.
Yes.
So, but luckily, most of them have been taken over by Fanhome. So the Enterprise, the Ecto-1, the DeLorean, that kind of stuff will be taken over by our friends at Fanhome, which is nice.
Yeah, I did mean Rossi bike, but can't justify buying another one.
No.
Don't get me wrong, there are some good ones out there.
Oh, yeah.
Right. I will let that do its thing.
No, I mean, unless you did it as a buy it, build it and sell it for more than you paid for it, or about what you paid for it.
Yeah.
That's the only, because then you get content and you get to sell it, but it's a long-term thing, isn't it? It's like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, it's so it's like...
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
I have to report that my dinner was delicious when I made it.
All right.
But it makes the most disturbingly horrible burps.
Is it coming back to haunt you, is it?
The flavour of the burp is not at all anywhere related to the food itself and is not in any way pleasant.
Yeah.
Ooh. I'm not sure which bit is doing. I've done another dude.
Oh, good man.
I've got a sergeant with an orc's head in his hand and a chainsaw, so when I do the chainsaw, I'll make sure there's all splashing blood all over it and stuff. There you go.
Happy days. I'm so proud of you. How many dudes is that you've done tonight?
3. But you can't look at that.
You're going to go for 5 dudes, isn't you?
No, you can't look at that because it's got a dead orc's head on it. So.
Yeah, I can't see that. I can just see him with his hand up.
Yeah, and then...
Yeah, no dead orcs here, not on my screen.
And I can honestly say right now, I can't actually touch anything with my thumb or finger because I've got no sense of touch on them anymore.
Oh, Wibblekins.
Super glue. I've done a Festa, basically.
Good man. Proud of you, soldier. See, I knew you would come round to my world of gluing yourself to things.
Oh, yeah. It was going to happen eventually. I mean, the more I do it, the more likely it is to happen.
It's the law of averages, mate. Super glue is Satan's spawn at the end of the day.
Yep. Always return to the median.
No matter how careful I am with the stuff, I will always glue myself to something.
You could literally have 2 pieces of 2x4 planking and one of them like big guns that you get to put caulk in on your bathroom to put this glue on it, and you still end up gluing something to your hand.
Yeah. You got it, mate. I moved the bottle of super glue and I'll stick myself to it. It's like, really?
Yeah, I mean, you could be in a spacesuit doing a spacewalk in the space station and apply. You could be like fixing a space bolt to a space component, and when you get back in, take the spacesuit off, there'd be like something stuck to your foot.
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah,
like,
without a shadow of a doubt.
How did you even? You're in a space. What? I must have been in the suit when I started out. No.
That's what I have to be so careful about, because especially when the weather warms up, the first thing you do is you stop wearing slippers, don't you? And
yeah.
Especially in here, because like you say, you drop things like pins, drill bits, anything, and it ends up embedded in your foot. It's like,
oh god, yeah. I'll tell you what I noticed since like COVID and stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously spending a lot of time in the house. My feet now are just completely rubbish in that if I wear shoes now and walk around for a bit, they just get all hurty and like sore because they're just so not used to wearing shoes that they've become all soft and delicate. And it's like, oh,
the arches of my feet, get a bit thing, and my feet all split quite easily now. Blister up really quickly, and it's like, oh, really?
But the only thing is that just before the first lockdown, I just bought my first pair of combat boots in about 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
And I was looking forward to getting back into the slightly grungy look, with combat boots and combat pants.
Yeah.
But now I realise I couldn't do that now because my feet couldn't take wearing combat boots.
Oh,
they could barely take wearing Converse sneakers because they're so soft and pathetic. It's like, oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, beforehand, I would break in a pair of Martin boots without so much as a blister. Now, minute, My feet are a cross between Wookiee and a ballerinas, it's just like,
There's no common middle ground, is there?
Yeah, or as Ellen says, oh, I've just had Frodo on the phone. He says, could he have his feet back? Really? We stoop to that level now. Oh, yes, she says.
Absolutely.
I made the mistake one day. She came into the lounge. She had mine and my eldest boy's dinner, so she backed into the lounge, and I stupidly thought it would be a wonderful idea to go, this vehicle.
Oh, yeah.
I've never done it since.
No.
Yeah.
Mama Wolf was doing that today. She was backing into the bathroom to go and wash her hands. She was walking with the frame, and I did that. And said, wide load, vehicle reversing. I got the look. I got this look.
Yeah.
84 years old, and I got this look, and I was like, yeah, I want to do that again.
Bless her. She's brilliant, your mum. She really is. She's got you right
Can I drop her off?
You go picking on my poor mum. I told you, stop bullying her.
Can I drop her off? That's what I'll do.
Yeah. You're only jealous because I get all the hugs.
Yeah, you do. She did send hugs, by the way, tonight.
Yeah.
Ba-ba-dee-ba-ba. Right, I'm not going to start the 2 heavy bolters because I don't think we'll have time.
Go to our pass, mate.
Tonight. Yeah, I won't start them because they can take a while. So I'll just find a dude.
Yeah, well, we know it's only just coming up to 2 o'clock. We haven't been going long because we had an outage, didn't we, for a bit? So,
aye. I'll start building this squad.
He's doing
maybe in half an hour.
He's doing so well with all these dudes. I'm so proud of you, soldier.
I've got a right pile of them coming on now.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Oh, hello. Oh.
You're going to be sitting there going, I've got all these dudes to paint now, Carl.
Do you know what's delicious?
What's that? Yesterday's cucumber.
Tin mince and onion. You know what's not delicious? The burps you get afterwards.
Yeah.
And it was the people that does the tin stuff. Not was it Prince's? Might have been Prince's.
Campbell's, Prince's.
Nah, Prince's might have been Prince's. Tin beef and onion.
Oh right, yeah.
It tastes like proper school beef and onion, and now the burps are coming and they're not good. Das ist nicht richtig. Das ist nicht richtig.
He loves the burps, honestly.
Burpularity. Right, that's squad number 4, so I must make a little note.
All the notes.
Squad number 4. This is how I remember who's with which squad, you see, otherwise I'll never know when it's random dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people, when they do like multiple squads, they paint the rim and the base different colours so they know which 10 dudes are with which squad.
Oh, right, yeah, because I've seen them before where people have put names on there and things like that.
Yeah, sometimes they might get the hog and name all the things, but if you've got like an Imperial Guard with like 1,000 dudes, you might have not 1,000 dudes, but you might have 10 squads. That's 100 dudes or more, and you move them in units, so you kind of have to know who's with which squad.
Yeah.
And they have specific weapons as well, so you might have one squad that's all melters and one squad that's all bolters and things. So they do different things like different colour bases or have a little dot of colour or something. Can't use them.
When you go around YouTube and you see some of these people's armies, and you think the amount of money that they've invested, shocking really when you think about it.
Yeah, well, it's their passion.
Yeah, it's honestly, GW, mate, it's a license to print money, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's people sitting there and say, oh, why are you wasting all your money on this crap? And I say, well, what do you spend your money on? Well, I've got a nice car. Yeah, okay, so you enjoy your nice car. I don't care about a car, so I wouldn't spend money on that.
Yeah. I go down the pub, I have 15 pints of kebab and puke up on the way home. Yeah, great night.
Good for you, yeah.
Yeah. That's why H has never had an issue with this hobby, because she's like, don't go down the pub drinking, you don't smoke.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, it might be a waste of money and stuff, but it's like, yeah, but at the end of the day, you know, it's keeping me occupied for hours and hours and hours. And I'm just having fun.
Exactly.
It's no different to somebody buying a motorbike, spending, well, how much does a motorbike cost nowadays? A good, powerful motorbike.
Oh, anything from 15 grand upwards, mate.
Yeah, spending like 15, 20 grand on a motorbike and spending every weekend going riding up Snake Pass and things like that. It's like, well, there you go. But I probably get more time and enjoyment out of my hobby than you do out of yours. But it's the same thing.
Absolutely, mate. It's all about choices at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, just shut up and let people enjoy what they want to enjoy.
Exactly. At the end of the day, that is a good philosophy to have, to be honest, because,
What?
Shut up and just let people enjoy what they want to do. It's their hobby, their money. Good luck to them.
Yeah. It's now to do with you. Is it harming you in any way? No, so shut up. Goodbye.
Yeah. Let's drill a barrel and see if we can screw it up. Da 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 da. Yeah, barrels.
Yeah, barrels.
Drill out your barrels
of guns.
Hey, folks.
See what we did there? See what we did? Do you see what we did there?
Proper improvisation and everything, folks.
That was a big word.
It was, wasn't it?
Careful now.
I won't be doing that again. I'm over all
I
the
would recommend it. People say use a pin or your pointy thing to mark the centre of the barrel where you're going to drill it. You know what? It doesn't matter, because even if you line it up perfectly, it never sits. The little thing you make is never in the centre. For some reason, the universe decides that your pin is never actually where the mark goes.
Yeah, if mine's slightly off centre, I just use my blade to chamfer it, and then it'll just make it look as if it's the centre.
It's easier in plastic. It's a bit more tricky in metal, though. You can do it. It's just a bit more.
You can do it using your reamer, can't you? It'll still give you a bevel on it.
Yeah, it's doable. It's just a bit more tricky. Apologies for the coughing.
It's because it's messing with you, see? It's teasing you, it is.
That's the meds. There. Ooh, that's pretty much, I think, without blowing my own trumpet too much, although it is a very impressive trumpet and deserves to be blown, it is almost pretty much perfect. Pretty much spot on in the centre that you can't see because it's too tiny, but
absolutely. I'll take your word for it.
That might be one of the best barrels I've drilled out on all these metal minis so far. Little metal minis.
I'd frame that.
Actually, we were talking about this ages ago, like last year sometime, and somehow we started a conversation and somebody mentioned Metal Mickey.
Oh, yeah.
And I have to say, because I'd never actually watched Metal Mickey when I was a kid, I thought, yeah, I'm going to go watch this and see. I regretted making that decision. I seriously regretted it. I watched the first episode and I'm like, this was popular. This was what?
Prime time Saturday viewing before the Generation game.
Absolute garbage. I was like, this was consumed by humans.
Yeah.
In need of entertainment. Absolute garbage.
You used to have people saying Metal Mickey was one of the best. It's like, really?
Really? No, trust me, it wasn't.
PJ says, modelling is not a waste of money. It's continuous investment in my brain's lucidness. He said, wow, that was deep.
That was pretty deep for PJ.
You know something, PJ? That was actually quite impressive, mate.
Modelling is not a waste of money. It is a continuous investment in the brain's lucidity.
Yes.
But the brain does much more than just recollect. It intercompares, it synthesizes, it analyzes, it generates abstractions. The simplest thought, like the concept of the number one, has an elaborate logical underpinning. The brain has its own way for testing the structure and consistency of the world. That's not a bad bit of memory for me, to remember that entire quote.
Oh, I'm so proud of you, soldier.
Yeah. Do-do-do-ba-do-do-do. Now I just need to memorise the pale blue dot speech off by heart. That'd be good.
I'm sure you can do it. I've got faith in you.
I've tried actually reading it out, either in my own voice or in my silly Carl Sagan voice, and you just can't. If you're not Carl Sagan, you can't read that in any way that's even meaningful.
Sagan was just a legend, mate. Mew says, someone slapped Fox. Yeah. Are you giving him the look, Marcy? You are, aren't you?
Why am I getting slapped for doing Carl Sagan? I don't know. I try to entertain the people and they throw it back at you.
I think she just wants to slap you because she can.
Peasants, all of them. Philistines.
They're lovely people.
Lovely people. I'm joking, of course. They're lovely Philistines.
You know, and if you want to threaten to slap Marcy, that's up to you, Fox. Me personally, I kind of want a bit more longevity, mate.
I could introduce it as a patron tier, couldn't I? Slap me. Slap Fox.
Cool, think of the members you'd have for that one.
Mm. Oh, yeah.
Choose some of
Super
them.
match game.
She's laughing out loud. Yeah.
Paul Di Tommaso says, the thing about Partworks for me is that for what you pay, you'd think they would provide the best possible detail and accuracy of all the molds that come out. Is crazy. Yeah, but people tend to forget that for what you pay, you're also getting like 100 or 120 like very detailed informational magazines as well. It's not just the model, so you have to take off a chunk of what you pay for it. For the rest of the thing, you get your freebies and you get your magazines. So if you've got a partwork that's say £1,000, then it's probably really only 500 or 600 quid, because the rest of it is paying for the magazines and all the other gifts and stuff that you get. So they're never going to be like massively high quality, like museum quality, because otherwise you just pay more, I suppose. They are what they are.
Yeah, it's one of them. You either like them or you don't.
Yeah. I mean, the funny thing is, if you look at some of the partworks over the years, especially things like the Star Wars ones, like the X-Wing. I mean, the X-Wing works out about £1,000 when it came out. And you think, yeah, but it's not the best look. It's like, okay, yeah, you might want to repaint it because it's not exactly brilliant. But then you have to look at, like, the only other studio scale model X-Wings that you can get at the time. And that was things like, if you could find a Captain Cardboard resin kit, you could find one of them. That's going to cost you a fortune, and you've got to build this nightmare resin kit. But they're long out of production. But then, you know, there were, I forgot his name now, not Dykstra. The guy that made I forgot what they're called, but they were basically studio size scale replicas of like Y-Wings, X-Wings and the Falcon. And they were like 6,000 or 7,000 quid.
Really? Ding dong.
Yeah. I mean, they were 2 or 3 grand when they were out, and then, because they were like studio scale reproductions and you got them in a flight case and stuff. And they were obviously more accurate, but they were like £2,000 or £3,000. And then over the years, they're now £5,000 or £6,000. It's like, you're going to charge a fortune. So for what you pay for them, they're pretty damn good. I mean, just look at the cost of a 1/12 scale car kit, like that 1/12 GT40, 300 quid, and that's a 1/12 scale or whatever it is. So now you think you're building, say, a 1/8 scale car.
Oh yeah.
And the other thing to remember as well is they're not aimed at hardcore modelers. It would make sense if they were aimed at hardcore modelers that they'd be a hardcore model kit like the MFH kits for cars and things. Imagine that on a 1/8 scale.
Oh, blimey, yeah.
Yeah, but they're not aimed at that. They're aimed at people who aren't really model makers. They're aimed at people who don't really know how to make a model and they've not got the desire to or wish to, but they want a really cool collectible car or plane or whatever it is. So we're looking at them as modelers and saying, yeah, there's a lot to be desired, but at the same time, they're not aimed at us.
I always refer to partworks as Marmite builds. You either love them or you hate them.
Yeah. I mean, that's why there's a big modding scene for them, because the mods that people make for these partworks, that's for people like us who are modelers.
Yes.
And we could look at the partwork and say, it's all right, but it's got this, and this. Well, that's what the mods are for. For your average, middle-aged, 30, 40-year-old guy who works in an office and he's never made a model in his life, but he really likes, I don't know, the Batmobile or whatever it is you make in the Ecto 1. And he looks online and finds that a 1/6 scale Ecto 1 from, I can't remember who they're called, Master Replicas is like 12 grand. It's like, oh, this one's a lot cheaper. And it's they're simplified, but they're aimed at a lower skill level. They're aimed at people who like the subject of the model, not people who like the actual modelling. Really.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a huge Rossi fan, so for me, the Rossi bike was, a no-brainer. And it's like H said, use the money that you would have spent on smoking. It might convince you to stay packed up, and that's what I did. Yeah.
But that's the beauty of it. I mean, that, for example, that kit that you've got, the Rossi bike, it's kind of being aimed at Rossi fans, not model makers. But model makers can have some good fun with it if they want to, but they're aiming it at people.
I mean, I've got it assembled. I shall go back to it because It needs finessing in a few places, but that's only because I'm a bike nut. And
I mean, they are aimed at people who are keen on that subject. That's why they come with the magazine's chock full of information.
Yeah.
You know, if a serious model maker who wants to build the studio scale X-Wing doesn't give a crap about having 100 magazines with information about Star Wars, that's irrelevant. They just want to make the model of the X-Wing. But for the person who's really into Star Wars and has never made a model in their life, you know, that's who they're aiming at. So you have to kind of take them with that slight pinch of salt and not expect.
Well, this is it. I mean, they could end up getting into the hobby and becoming avid modelers just through doing the part work. So
yeah. I mean, they're not super simple. They're not super detailed, but you know, they're not that simple. But it's like you look at. Here's a good example. The Hot Toys Back to the Future DeLorean. It's 1/6 scale.
Yeah.
And it's something like $600 or $700. I think it was £600-700.
Yeah.
And that's for a big plastic toy car.
Yeah.
With like hyper detail. It's got lighting and stuff. Whereas the D'Agostini DeLorean is 1/8 scale. And that's obviously lots of metal construction in there. And that's, well, most part works about £1,000 anyway. But it has a lot more going on in the part work one. But, you know, you're still looking at, if you take off the cost of all the magazines and everything else and just bought the parts to make the DeLorean from the D'Agostini kit, it'd be about the same price as the 1/6 scale plastic toy. So it all works out in the end. But, you know, as I say, they're not aimed at us. They're aimed at people who like that specific subject.
Paul D. Tommaso said, is anyone going to do the Optimus Prime part work? Didn't realise there was one, mate.
There is, and no, I'm not going to do it. No. It's a fan home one.
Yeah, I mean, if I was to be getting sent them like Fox does, then yeah, I would do it. But I can't afford to go out and buy one, no.
No, I have no interest in Transformers. Such nonsense. Where's me? There it is.
We're in proper Amster mode tonight, aren't we, with our little Sanders?
Sanding all the crap away.
Absolutely. So apologies if our sanding is very loud, Peach, but hey, you know.
Next week we'll just be airbrushing for 2.5 hours.
We are at the bench at the end of the day, so there's going to be a little bit of
bench noise,
bench sounds. No parpage, but bench sounds will be made.
Well, no parpage yet, or that we know of. There's always time.
It's always time.
Talking about those bench sounds. What's your belly tonight then, Cole? Do you know yet, or have you not?
Yeah, I told you earlier on, dude. It's fish, isn't it?
Oh, you did say that. Yes.
I did. Yeah.
I was going to say, yeah, I know, but the chat wouldn't.
Oh yeah, the chat are aware as well.
They do know.
He does it, I think, to confuse me, to think that I haven't actually mentioned it.
I live to confuse you.
Absolutely.
It is the order of things.
He does, folks. Does it all the time. Little bits of me die inside when he does it.
No.
All right, I get to tell his mum.
Well, you can try. But it has to go through me.
Yeah.
So I'll just change the message.
Exactly.
You'll say, Fox's mum, blah, 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 and I'll say, Festa says hi. Oh, you were the favourite on the last E-Model show, by the way.
Oh, was I? Oh.
Yes.
Yes,
I forgot to mention that.
Forgot to mention it. Not that I would have teased Ted in any way.
No, of course you wouldn't. You would never stoop that high low.
No. Any opportunity we get to mock Ted, we'll take it.
Yeah. Edward says PJ is having a breakdown. What?
Nah, that's normal PJ, that is, mate.
Is it because he went all deep?
Yeah, it's proper deep, mate. Proper philosophical, wasn't he?
Philosophical.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there might be a tin of spaghetti hoops downstairs with my name on it.
Oh, good man. I had beans and sausages the other night, straight out of the tin.
Oh, yeah. Oh, good girl.
Stone cold.
The sausages taste much better straight from the tin.
Oh, mate, it was nectar.
None of this warming up nonsense. And we've also got like a whole mess of like sausage rolls, so I could get a few sausage rolls and dip them into the spaghetti hoops. Oh, I've just made myself excited.
Get your hoops here, £3 for a pound.
Although I think they might be a little bit past the date because they don't have much of a flavour to them.
Oh, a bit mingy, are they?
No, they're just a bit tasteless. They might be just a bit past their prime.
So they're not Optimus Prime then? Oh, come on. Some slack.
I'd never live it down if I did bloody Optimus Prime.
Well, that was good.
No, it's the old joke, isn't it? When people used to call Gundams Transformers and they used to go off on one because it's like, no, Transformers are crap, Gundams are good. Transformers is children's nonsense and Gundam is adult themes. And it became a thing then. It's a bit like Jar Jar Binks.
It's as near to Gundam goodness as you've been in a few years. So.
Yeah, but it's still Transformers. No interest in that.
I just want to mock you.
You can mock me all you want because it's required to. It's in the contract. You can mock me, Darth. I'll only become more powerful than I was before. I made a right mess of that.
You did, didn't you? I don't know where that was going.
If you mock me, I shall become more powerful than ever before in the history of the human, man, woman, television camera. What?
Panzer's in, saying hello. Hello, Panzer. How you doing, geese?
Hello, Panzer.
Hope you're all right, mate. And all of that.
Mm-hmm. Paul says, oh no! Panzer is here. Colin, the evening is young, plenty of time for bench parpage.
Absolutely.
And he also thinks PJ's been nipping on the hard liquor.
Bit Bramson list, is he?
Now, see, to an American, what is hard liquor? Is that like what we would call really, really weak beer because all American beer is really weak? Or would that be like whiskey and stuff?
I would have thought hard liquor in America would be shorts, wouldn't it? Whiskies, bourbons.
Because liquor's like beer, isn't it? So
yeah.
Hard liquor, I assume.
I would have thought so. I could be totally wrong, don't forget. But, hey, you know.
No, it seems fairly reasonable. Do you know what I really discovered a liking of recently?
What's that, mate?
Despite the fact I don't like fizzy lager crap. But because Mama Wolf obviously can't have any alcohol.
Yeah.
She misses her occasional glass of wine. She's allowed alcohol-free beer.
Yeah.
Because it's just about all we can get. I've really developed a liking for San Miguel zero alcohol beer.
Oh, right. Yeah, I know San Miguel.
It's like, I never really liked the beer, but it's like, it's really sweet.
Yeah.
Because we got some San Miguel a few weeks ago. It's really nice. And then that was out of stock, so we got some Peroni, alcohol-free. That was like, bitter, tart.
Yeah, bit mingy, was it?
It was all right, but it wasn't as sweet and refreshing as San Miguel. Oh, the beers are available. This show is not affiliated or sponsored by San Miguel, as far as I know.
Yeah, next week you're going to see Fox sat there, a pair of maracas going, yeah, San Miguel. I thought, all your beer
Welcome to Model Making Guru, sponsored by San Miguel.
Yeah.
Your one-stop shop for all your beer drinking needs.
Yeah, he'll be changing his name to Paco during the week, so... So we've got all of that. Have you a bit of that?
I think I should be able to finish this chat before the end of the show.
Yeah. So we'll have gubbins going in.
Ooh, except apart from that dirty, great big mould line.
That will be going in from the front. Yeah. Like that.
Going back to what Wendy was asking earlier on about their figures. Yes, they are a bit more fiddly to clean up because of the metal stuff, but I have to say, I'm actually enjoying cleaning these up quite a lot. I'm actually enjoying the process.
Yeah, you're having fun, aren't you, at the end of the day?
Yeah. If these are regular plastic cages, I've built like 10 of them by now, but it takes longer, but I am enjoying it. This is
I don't mind, mate. I've got a big boomstick on my bench. I'm happy, mate.
Great big boomstick. Dum, da, dum, ba, dum.
Yeah,
that's
pretty,
pretty,
boomstick.
Pretty significant. How many parts are in that kit?
Is
it like a billion parts or like a 30-part? Or
no. Does it tell me?
I've got the sniffles. I do apologise.
So looking low, mate. That's that.
I don't know what mon kits are like really for whether they're like Dragon or
no, it's got
Revell.
PE. It's 339mm long by 102. Let's see where
well, I mean, just by looking at the sprues, it look pretty part heavy, or
yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Oh, cool. It's more like more of a Dragon than a Revell.
Oh yeah, definitely. Considering it ain't got an interior,
yeah,
but it's got movable suspension, workable tracks, all of that lot. So
yeah, it's a goodly kit. That it's an amazing gift.
Yeah, I'm just annoyed that it's taken me so long to get round to doing it for him, but yeah, he'll understand. I'll put him a message during the week just to let him know that it's started. I'm sure he'll be over the moon.
Yeah. I've got a Sinanji under my bench that I need to get around to doing that somebody sent me one. Still not done that yet.
Gradually getting me shelf queens out and about, so they'll get finitoed. So yeah, it's getting there slowly but surely. It's getting there. And don't call me Shirley. See what I did?
Don't call me Shirley.
But yeah, it's going to be a big old boomstick. And I think Panzer's already built one of these, the howitzers. Yeah, it's going to be a big old thing sat there, giving it the old oomph with a big old boomstick of boomness. Have you some of that?
Just imagine being one of the guys. I can't remember if I've seen it in operation in Ukraine where, like, they all get out the back when they fire it. I think that might have been because you don't want to be in the thing when it fires.
I can imagine it's got a little bit of a kick to it, haven't you?
I could be wrong, but I'm sure I've seen them like they load it up and then just get out.
Yeah. I'm not sure what's going on round the back there, whether there's egress doors or not. I don't know, but I did watch a YouTube video of one going, and it was proper. It got a proper boom to it, mate. And like I say, I can imagine inside the recoil was pretty intense.
Have you ever seen that photograph of? I don't know if it's real. But I don't know if it's like on a tank or one of the Panzer howitzers where they've got like this massive thing the size of a building on the end of it, and apparently it's a suppressor.
Yeah.
But it's like the size of a house.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they are. Real or not. They are pretty intensive things, you know. But
you're pretty intensive.
Yeah. I must admit, I'd like to be up close and personal with one when it does go boom boom, because I can imagine quite, you know, it's probably quite a wonderful thing to see. But
I can imagine what you're hearing, you'd be like, what? Did something happen?
Yeah,
what?
I'd be going, is it fired yet, folks? Can you let me know?
Yeah. Let me know in the comments.
Very loud, is it?
Is that it?
Yeah. What H was saying to me earlier, she was chatting away, like, I said, speak up, can't hear you. Close the door on your hearing aid, you silly deaf old git. She went, I said, why, I can't hear you.
You try, don't you? But you never get away with it.
Yeah, I'm very trying.
Oh, did I not close the door? Oh.
Yeah, cut me. She knows all my tricks, though.
Wait, what's the door on a hearing aid?
The door on the hearing aid is the battery door.
Oh, right.
See, you put the battery
Does it not
in.
work when...
And then you close the door, and then you've got different modes on the back of it. So
I take it went there because the battery's not in then if the door's open, is it?
No, that's it. It's got no power. So of course you flick the door slightly open so it don't make contact, switches it off, or you just put it in the telesync mode.
Yeah.
So but H knows all my tricks.
Is that the only way you can turn it off then? Is it like at the end of the day you just open the battery door?
Yeah, you just open the battery door, mate. Yeah,
I didn't know if it was like there's actually an off switch, but you just use it because H.
No. You've got your battery door there. See?
Cool.
And then to switch it on, you just close the battery door, and so you just ping it open, put it on the side. I mean, this normally sits in its own case, but
yeah.
She was still conversing with me when I sat down, and it's like, I took the hearing aid out now, love. Yeah.
I thought you worked in the doghouse.
I know, I'm not in the doghouse because I admitted that I'd taken me hearing aid. That, that constitutes doing something good.
Oh, yeah.
If I admit that I've switched it off, she doesn't mind that. It's when I carry on nodding and that, and she knows I've turned it off.
Yeah.
And that's where she caught me before, because it was, I've got to order things now because he's turned his hearing aid off.
Yeah, you lived with regret for that one, didn't you?
Yeah, it taught me a valuable lesson, though.
Yeah.
I asked you the other day, you sat there nodding. When? When you turned your bloody hearing aid off, and don't think I didn't know you did.
Yeah, so I just carried on.
I'm like, okay, that worked well for me. She worked brilliantly for me.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I think the phrase you're looking for there is, Cole, that you were hoisted by your own petard.
Oh, yeah.
Right royally.
Yeah, she's not tough.
There was a petard and she hoisted you by it.
She's like, I think he'd learn by now, she says. Yeah, like I'm going to learn.
Right, this time when I glue this guy's arm on, I'm going to not glue him to the base first, so I don't glue my entire hand to the base. And then we'll glue him to the base after I've glued the arm on.
So we can let that all go off.
Glue the arm on.
And then we can sand that during the week.
To get scratchy scratches in the metal, so it's got something to grip to.
Oh, shit.
I don't know if you're supposed to do that, but it seems to make common sense.
Hold on a minute. Did you just say that you're applying common sense to something?
I think I'm applying common sense. Keying up the glue point.
We have the old Fox back, folks.
Well, it would kind of make common sense to key up the metal. I think it's because the first dude I built, the arm just popped off like the next day with the glue just fell off at a block. And I'm like, oh, yeah, there's nothing for the glue to actually grab hold of. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to scratch that surface. I'm going to scratch that itch.
Scratch the surface.
Scratch all the surface.
So it does go that way around.
I'm liking this little dropper bottle for the fixer. It's such a good idea. Well done, Fox.
I'm proud of you.
I did a braining thing.
Yeah, you go careful. You keep doing all these braining things, mate, and people are going to start thinking that the real Fox is gone.
Yeah, I know. I know it's not the natural order of things.
It ain't.
Do.
Get you some of that. PJ Zofsky, no worries, mate. Mind how you go. Catch you later, PJ.
Take care, Paige.
Yeah, always nice to see PJ. So we got that to go on there. Put that on once we've sanded the barrel, because
sand all your barrels.
Yeah, we want to kind of get that.
I found a much better way to clean my nozzle out.
Oh, you go careful with your nozzle cleaning. Clean your nozzles.
I just like to do it as soon as I've applied some glue. I clean the nozzle out with the drill bit. Yeah. Just because then it saves it all gunking up over time.
You don't want it gunking up, dear.
No.
What, dear?
Don't want your nozzle gunking.
So got all of that ready. Yeah. I'm just giggling because the box that howitzer box sits on is the Amazon box that contains Monday's Fun Time.
The secret thing.
Yeah. I've just sneaked for myself. It's like,
I finished my little dudes. That's 4 dudes done tonight.
I'm proud of you, soldier.
Well, I limited myself a bit to just the 4 individual dudes rather than... Yeah. I know he's a bit of a squad.
Get in there, mate.
I should get all my little men out.
Look at you with your merry men.
All my little men.
Does it beat having a big boomstick?
I don't know about that. Look at that. That looks like some sort of like electricity testing equipment. I
am so glad that the Squigwidge isn't like this, because there's no way I'd want to paint that.
It could be. Yeah. Only yourself that can make sure stop it being that way.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, that's Squigwidge.
You want to go full screen? You want to go full screen and show the children what you've done?
Only a boomstick can do, mate.
Hang on. There you go.
There you go. There's the boomstick that I've started this evening. Just got the glue going around so that I can sand it all and get rid of that rather annoying seam that's down the middle. And then obviously earlier on we finished up the Indy pace car. Just need to get that photographed and polished, or polished then photographed. So there you go, folks. That's what we've been up to. You're going to show people your wares?
I can show them my small number of dudes. I don't know which ones I've made now. Hang on. I made this one, an officer with power sword. You can't really see because it's silver and it won't focus properly. Silver and power sword and bolter. He's got a German helmet and a mask like a skull. I've made another sergeant with power sword and bolter who's got the stupidest pose ever. I don't quite know what he's doing. Then we've got the sergeant with the power sword and the orc head, severed head.
I see nothing in his hand there at all.
Nothing at all. And then I've got my theatrical dancing enthusiast officer.
Yeah. It's over there, it's over there, it's all over there.
I'm going to stab you, and I'm going to stab you whilst being fabulous.
Yeah, he's doing it in a full-blown operatic performance, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. If Gilbert and Sullivan wrote against Steel Legion. He's the very modern of a modern.
Yeah, he's proper there, and he's proper in. He's in that zone, isn't he?
Oh yeah. There you go. Oh no, that's the wrong button. And that's what we've been doing.
There you go, folks. So we'll pack up for the night and let you all get on. Go off and do your thing. Are we more hammering later?
Yes, I've not put it on yet, but I will tomorrow morning or this morning, a bit later on. I shall set up the stream for tonight for Warhammer Sunday Saturday. Tomorrow,
no worries, mate.
Tonight at 9 o'clock.
There you go.
More of these.
Yeah. There you go, folks. I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to be doing. Ah, yes, I do. Yeah.
Nah, I don't think I'll be doing the gaming stream on Sunday. I've got some film I need to get on with, so
yeah,
and other things I need to do. That's why I didn't do a gaming stream today.
Yeah,
I've got some stuff.
Yeah, I should be about Sunday. Next weekend, I might have the weekend off because it's bank holiday, and I think we got my boy over and stuff going on. I'll know more during the week about it, so
you can have a day off whenever you like.
Yeah, so I might have a weekend off next week. So we'll see.
Yeah, Panzer describes that guy as an officer giving instructions by the medium of interpretive dance.
There you go. So it's Panzer then. That's what it was. That's Panzer going, and I'm going to tiptoe over here with me gun.
Tiptoe through the gremlins and the orcs.
Yeah. Tiptoe through the trenches.
Tiptoe through. Now I've got Tiny Tim in my head again.
That's it. You got your earworm for the night now. And on that note, folks, we'll love and leave you, and we'll see you on the next one, peeps. Have a good rest of the weekend, and we'll see you later on tonight for Warhammer, and I should be about Sunday for Festa and Friends at the Bench.
Yeah.
Catch you later, folks.
Take care, everyone. Adios, amoebas.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best.